out there. Let's get right into it. What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jaded Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah.
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, boy, let's get him, man. Yeah, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap's door off, push to shove my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best, if you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. BTBTV.
Stay fair. Just stay fair, y'all. Let's go. Let's go to my brother Chris John. One more banger for you. One more banger for you. Here we go. That's how we're going to start it. We're going to start it how we started.
Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTB TV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Right. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo. Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like holocaust. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street. Death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street. Homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street. Black Mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays, your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's above the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want they main stink. We can't miss. We can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, BTBTV.
The movement, niggas.
The movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get him.
Yeah.
Let's get him. Kaz, we up in here, man. Hood famous.
That's a real famous, baby. Yo, peace to the 5% nation of guys and nerfs. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, Rahman to Allah, all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. It's the King of New Jersey, it's the BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm the honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. And today we got a show, man. A show that I didn't really want to do too tough, but this nigga Hassan Campbell, man, just keeps saying foul and flagrant shit, man. So what we're going to do is, yo, I'm going to let y'all hear some of the shit he had to say, and then we're going to debate it. Kenton Wilson, you a Hassan dick gobbler, ain't you? Not on my watch, nigga. Get your ass out of here. Let's do this, y'all. For myself. There we go, y'all.
Peace, peace, peace. What up, what up, what up, what up? I see a lot of people on Instagram got a problem. A lot of people on Instagram got a problem with what I said. I stand on what I said. I stand on who I am. I stand on what I believe in. When y'all look at my platform, just to set the record straight, I don't promote death on my platform. I don't promote black on black crime on my platform. I don't instigate beef between different rappers in different cities and different towns on my platform. I don't be having gangster rappers on my platform dissing the dead. I don't play music on my platform dissing the dead. I support drill music that doesn't diss the dead. So y'all can miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit, man. You know why rich niggas go back to the hood? Rich niggas go back to the hood because they get bored. Kids that live in the suburbs, they get bored with this type of lifestyle, with the quietness. So they go back to the jungle where niggas don't like you. Niggas don't like each other. Where kids is abused. Kids is being molested. Kids are being abandoned by their father. Kids are being mistreated by their mother. Then you bring your rich ass back to the broke hood. The hood don't.
First of all, let me stop it right there. Because I know a lot of kids that's in the hood. That's the rich kid. I know a lot of rich kids that get abandoned by their mothers and their fathers too. Let's talk about it. A lot of rich kids got abandoned by their mothers and fathers too. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it ain't just poor kids to see that shit, man. So Hassan Campbell, you know that, bruh. I don't even know why you be running your mouth. But yo, listen to what you gotta say, Mary. Then we gonna speak with this nigga.
don't love you. Niggas be thinking shit is sweet. Rapping about guns all in a video, all on the radio. They go back to the hood without their gun. Don't get mad at me. Because if niggas was listening to my videos and the way I be schooling people, you won't get caught slipping in the hood. The hood don't nobody. The main objective is to get out the hood, not to go back flossing. It's to get out. Every time I go back to the hood, I'm prepared to die. Every time I go back to the hood, I'm around sharks. But see, the thing y'all niggas be forgetting is, nigga, I've been a shark, I've been a piranha my whole life.
Paris Todd, peace to the gods.
Every time I go outside, it's kill or be killed. Every time I go outside, I know there's a possibility that I could die. I never lie to myself and make it seem like it's something sweet. Most celebrities move around with security and have security for their children. You can't hit $100 million and buy Ferraris and think the hood ain't gonna come for your kids. Welcome to reality. Y'all niggas don't live in reality. I live in reality. Every day I wake up, I know it could be my last time breathing. Every time I go outside, I know that it's a possibility I might not make it home to my kids. Y'all niggas lie to yourself. I'm not lying to myself. It is what it is. Y'all want me to give you a beautiful lie, or you want the motherfucking ugly truth? You want a beautiful lie, or you want the ugly truth? You gotta ask yourself that. I didn't come here to sugarcoat shit. Gillie and Wallo gave the hood $1 million worth of game. And the hood sent their sons home back in a pond box. And y'all mad at me. I didn't do that. If I could have saved that young boy, I would have saved him. But I'm not sugarcoating shit. Words are spells. I just listened to some of that young boy music. He rapping about killing niggas in the hood. And he died in the hood. He's rapping about killing niggas in the hood. And he died in the hood. I didn't wish that on him. Words are spells. You be careful. Y'all talking about karma for what? I speak life into my people. He spoke death into his people. So that was his karma.
Timothy May, facts.
Have respect. So y'all think it's cool for a rich kid to write raps about killing poor kids? Then go back to the hood and the poor kid killed that rich kid? Huh? What you mean have respect? Tell the gunman to have respect. Tell a nigga that's writing the rhymes, stop rapping about killing your own people and think that God ain't gonna spank you. I don't wake up and go to sleep rapping about killing my own people.
All right, Mary, tell me what you think. Tell me what you gotta say, bro. Listen to this clown. Speak your piece, dog.
Peace, peace.
A good Muslim. He's a good Muslim brother too. He's a good Muslim brother.
Okay. All right, peace, right? I'm gonna add on to that, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, the brother speaking about reality, right? You know what I'm saying? That we not living in reality. We are living in reality because it is what it is under this. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun, right? So people create their own realities. He cannot say this reality is not real. This reality is not real. The reality is, no matter how much money that he's emphasizing on, it doesn't matter. Reality is a brother or a sister going to do what they do. That's what they do. It's not about his father making $100 million. It's not even about that. It's the lifestyle that we've become accustomed to growing to in reality, in our reality. His reality was his father and Wallo, the way they grew up. This is the way he grew up. So because you have paper currency, which is an illusion, you supposed to not go anywhere? I understand the reality of you get all this money and going back to the hood. Yeah, that's a reality in itself. It's not a delusional reality. I'm gonna say this. Um, Sometimes we get on a platform and we speak just to be heard, just to be heard. And this is what this brother doing. He's just wanting to be heard, and that's his reality. So, brother, stop looking at other people's reality and setting your negative aspects on it, man. So you saying since you making the money you making, you don't go back to the hood. Okay, brother, that's on you. Your reality is not changing anything. You just made another decision. Indeed.
No God, but you know what? This nigga's a liar, Lord. He be back in the hood all the time. They run him out the hood. Come
Indeed,
on, man.
so.
Nigga, you was getting your ass cheese clapped by a fat, overweight, grown ass man, nigga. Talking about he just died. You know, nigga. He hit your rump shaker, nigga. Stop playing. Let's keep it funky. So you should have no say about nobody and how they live, bruh. Because you're not living right as that. It's the same man that told people on his show one day that I F your little 12 or 13-year-old son or daughter. I hit him with mile long dangling in their booty. This is what he told.
Wow.
That's what he said on the internet about people kids, bro. Because motherfucker was saying that he wasn't molested. He was in a relationship.
Born universal truth, right? So his reality is he wants to speak to be heard. But wanna, understand this, God. Just to be heard, the trials and tribulations that he's been through, you cannot cast that stone, man. You can't cast that stone. Your reality was growing up in the hip hop community, and you was taken advantage of. What is that? What is that? Anger? What is that? Your anger coming out because you went through your reality. I'm gonna use this word, reality, because reality is dealing with define it as real. It's about living life, and for this brother to just bash other people using his platform, he's a clown. So when people patronize his podcast, it's time to go to the circus, man. You're getting ready to see the clown. So why continue to go to the circus? He's a clown.
And
He's the big top.
And they be donating to this nigga, bruh. They could be having thousands of people in his live.
So therefore, here we go. And God, you got that 85% that's easily led in the wrong direction and definitely hard to lead in the right direction of coming on your podcast, catching them jewels. They would rather go to the circus and see the clown.
Indeed.
And see the clown. I've pushed on a couple of his podcasts to see what I'm not even gonna call him a brother. I've been on his podcast. I've seen Homie the Clown. And I attended the circus. And when I get enough of the circus, I cut the clown off. Because you cannot stomach him, but so much. If somebody's conscious, God, they cannot continue to listen to what he's saying. The only thing that he's not having on in the circus is that big fucking nose he got and them big shoes. He need to put that on. And then we would really feel like, yo, this is the circus for real. He's a clown. He's a clown. Exactly, God.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Hold on. I want you to hear something that one that Mike Knox said. Mike Knox is Philly, man.
Oh, when viewers understand, no one understand. I'm from the city too, where Gillie and Wallo from. I'm right up the street. I'm in the Logan section. They grew up on Erie, so I'm from that city too. And respect goes out to Gillie for real. He's a father, just like we're fathers. And here we have this clown throwing dirt just to get viewers. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, God, play it.
Hold on, what's I'm going through right now? Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second, I'm about to get it right now. You go right here.
Peace to the 5% nation of God's and earth. And you know, God, let me add on why you doing what you doing. You know, the day's reality. Here we dealing with realities, right?
My brother.
Yeah.
We dealing with the day's reality. And the day's reality, as he likes to say, realities, the realities of people. So the day's reality, right, in the nation of God's and earth is wisdom, power, all being born of God.
Indeed.
The sole controller of the cipher, the universe.
Indeed.
So therefore, when Cheese did what he did, he was that sole controller. Peace.
Then keep building, God. Keep building.
Get ready to add on to what you can make show, God. Because you know my time is limited right now. Go ahead.
All right. Let me show you.
Gillie. He's going through a rough time right now. Condolences to him and his family and his loved ones. But what we will not stand for is for anybody that is a YouTuber to try and use what my man is going through, losing his son, for clickbait. We are fathers out here. We real men out here. No man on this earth should take the opportunity to disrespect another man when he's going through something like this. You're not a man, you're a coward. No YouTube influencer should be on no camera disrespecting a man as soon as he loses his son. Gillie and Wallo has done a lot for the city of Philadelphia, a lot, and they continue to do it. They continue. They put people on. They show people the game behind closed doors. They put on like so many businesses in the city of Philadelphia. There's no way in the world that anybody should sit back and let this coward that's a YouTuber disrespect Gillie and his family. We won't stand for that. And if you as a father, if you got a child, you should know the worst thing to do is what you're doing. You can't even be human to think that you can sit there and disrespect this man and his son after he loses him. It's not about no views or nothing. I tried to find a way to reach out to this guy to get him to take it down. But it's certain people act like they don't want to give up his number. And I lost respect for them too. And they know exactly who I'm talking to. Because certain things are just morally things that you do not do. And it's either you're a part of the solution or you're a part of the problem. And this is beyond disrespect. I feel disrespected. My man is going through something that he ain't never been through in his life. And he a good guy. He don't deserve this. So everybody from Philadelphia need to be saying something, need to be standing up for him. Stand up for him. Stand up for Wallo. Stand up for Cheese. Don't let no YouTuber get on no internet and disrespect this man.
And yo, he talking, but we ain't talking about just Philly. Any man who cares needs to stand up. It's not just Philly, man. It's all over, man. Because this guy is niggas. He go at Chicago niggas. He go at Jersey niggas. He go at DC niggas. He go at down south niggas. He do all that, right? And the nigga keep being allowed to do it.
Okay, so God, let me add on to that, right?
Go ahead.
I hear the brother, right? I hear the brother speaking, right? You know what I'm saying? I always have to come back to this. You know what I'm saying? You know where my foundation at. You know what I'm saying? Justice. Just I see equality. And justice is a penalty or a reward for one's ways, actions, or deeds. So here I go. Just I see equality. I hear what the brother's saying. But serve justice, man. And justice doesn't have to always come physical. Justice is that mental. What you reaching out to the brother for? Send him across the hot Arabian desert. And when you send him across the hot Arabian desert, God, you know and understand. It's desolate. You isolated, man.
What's up? But a lot of these guys, a lot of these guys that talking about the shit, they can't even stand the hot Arabian desert. You think what I'm saying?
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel Mike not saying, and I respect what he's saying, but bruh, there's many ways you could have got on any one of our platforms. This nigga from Philly who got platforms. My man hold up, pause up, God. My man SV Twiz, he got his own platform. The Hood Block, he from Philly. You could have got on his show and you could have put it out there and you could have brought more people to the cipher and built on it. You could have got on my show, built on it. You could have got anybody's show and built on it. You think what I'm saying? But no, you just talking about it and you ain't saying nothing else. Nah, man, show and prove it. It's called show and prove. Today's degree, like you said, is wisdom, power, all being born to God. God being that supreme being black man. You gotta be supreme in what you say, Lord. You gotta be supreme. Period. If you ain't supreme in what you say, nobody gonna listen to you. That's why everybody really ignore Mike Knox. They ignore him.
Indeed. Born universal truth, Lord. We dealing with the masses, right? We dealing with the masses. So the masses is that what? That 8-5. Build, destroy, and that's that power. So in reality, because I'm on his word right now. Reality. So in reality, which is real, the masses are attracted to his rhetoric. And then here you go, you got these brothers out here who was like really conscious, that's advocating. We only that small portion, dog.
Well,
that 5%.
We got another Philly brother here, George Macon in the building. Salute, George Macon. Salute, bro.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been lighting his ass up. I got another video coming for him today, but I've been lighting his ass up, and you know, he his claim to fame is going after Sinetta. That's how he built his audience up, disrespecting Sinetta and his wife and rappers and all that kind of shit. Talking about people went through the door, but my thing is, nigga, use an industry baby. You know, you was with Ben Bada and them. Your face was on album covers back then. He was the one doing all that shit. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck are you a convicted felon and you got videos being drunk with a gun on the goddamn ground, semi-automatic weapon with an extended clip in there, and you drunk out there arguing with the cops, lying, talking about somebody tried to kill you and you took the gun from him. and called the cops. He got that charge. That nigga he never heard nothing else from it. Then he on video out in the Bronx when them young boys about to move on him. He pulled out a gun and clicked it back. They got the video and said, this nigga ain't like, what the fuck? Nigga, he the police. Nigga, I'm on his ass. Like I done hit him twice with a whole bunch with a couple videos, but I got something now that's where he really get under his skin. Because he keep talking about sacrificing people. He keep talking about sacrifice. I'm trying to figure out how you get a platform that blow up so heavy and you talk the way you talk when you were industry baby. Did you go through that door? Did you sacrifice BO, nigga? You know what I mean? Did you sacrifice the transgender son? Nigga, I think BO did because of you, nigga. You got BO killed. Nigga, you sacrificed the transgender son. That's how you got to this platform and got so many people on there, nigga. You went through that fucking door, nigga. You was already in the door, nigga. You paying Bada's baby. Who you think we fool? Who you think you fooling? That's why you talk the way you talk. So like, no, people gotta know where to hit this nigga at, where to call him out. And if you got a motherfucking transgender son that you don't talk to, nigga, your claim to fame is rubbing asses with Bambaataa, nigga. Bambaataa is the motherfucking industry. So nah, nigga, you ain't fooling nobody, but ain't nobody asking no questions, nigga. Then you claim you got all these bodies. Okay, where your paperwork at? This nigga came on. This nigga had the audacity to come online and talk about something. He was born in war with Pistol Pete over the island. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Yeah, and see, people be slow, man. People be missing the game. Y'all, if y'all remember him when he came online, he said that Sinetta tried to get him killed when he saw a Mortal Technique, and then he saw one of the boys from the Zulu Nation that was the killer. I forgot the nigga name, but Hassan ran from this nigga and said Sinetta tried to kill him. But where I come from, when you got three bodies and you a real stepper, like you a real nigga about that business. I don't understand how you ran from this. You ran from the nigga from the Zulu. Talking about you want to run for your life. Back then, I remember everything. But then you claim you got these bodies. Like this shit, man. That's how you know, man. Like this shit is fake as shit. These niggas be fake, but for some reason the algorithm allow these motherfuckers to flourish. This nigga told another man he was gonna knock him out and fuck him in the ass online. The people still get it.
Pardon self, right? Pardon self. I'm gonna have to dip, God, and to handle this business at the born hour. So I'll come back after what I do. All right, peace.
Yeah. I already hit him with one video. That shit got like 10,000 views already because everybody knows. And then I hit him with another. But now I got one coming out today, and I'm asking him questions because people got to ask the right questions. If somebody signed the contract and went through that door, but you already was on album covers and you was with the niggas that went through your friends is the niggas that went through the door.
Yeah.
Like that don't even make sense. And then you come out to a space. Just think about it. This nigga was stealing my shit. I got a whole series. I got the series Death to the Real Nigga. I got my shirts, Urban Nerds, Not Urban Shooters. Nerds Over Niggas. I've been had this shit, right? This nigga used to watch my content. I used to argue back and forth with him. He used to be going back and forth with Sinetta. This nigga come out with talking about the real nigga. But he already had, so this is my thing. Who comes out and talk the way he talk, right? But still have a large following with the algorithm. The algorithm usually suppress people like that. He just got his monetization took just because he went after Fat Joe. So like people gotta pay attention to what's going on, man. But I want to know how you a convicted felon for shooting up for bodies, but yet and still you on video with guns and you still online, nigga. Right. And then another thing when I said in the video. Remember that dude, Derek Williams, the gay motherfucker?
Yeah.
Remember he was online drunk with this nigga?
Yeah.
Everybody still gave him a pass.
Come on. Stop trying to touch my ass.
Yeah, and he still got a pass from niggas, man. That's this selective shit. So you go and you say that shit about Gillie and his son, that shit was strictly clout chasing, man. That shit was strictly clout chasing.
I think he got monetization back to him.
What'd you say?
You echoing, George. You echoing.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah. What you saying you think is what?
He got his monetization back, I believe.
He might have. He might have. I wouldn't be surprised.
But but they give niggas like that shit.
He an industry plant, bro. That's why he's here to do the shit that he do. But I keep telling everybody, and I never said anything until recent because I'd have been looked at as a hater. But I'm telling you, he been stealing my shit. The nigga know who I am. That's why he won't listen. I done hit him with 2 videos. One got, like I said, like 10,000 views. The other one is moving up. I got another one. He not gonna say nothing about me. I just responded to this video you doing right now. I just responded to him. He not gonna say nothing back to me because I got too many receipts to prove it.
I want to say something too. I want to say something about OG Shabazz. I was rocking with this nigga for a minute until I seen him with Brother Polite predatory ass. So I'm like, you shouldn't even really be saying that, son. You should just leave it alone, really.
Yeah, look, man. All these dudes, man. I don't be like, I don't know what's up with New York. I remember old New York, the old New York. I don't know about these dudes, man. The New York I know, 95 on back, old New York. Them niggas ain't act like these niggas. This ain't New York, bro.
Even 2000 on back. Even 2000 on back, they act like this, bro.
No.
I did time with New York niggas, man. And them some of the coolest guys I ever dealt with, bro. And they show much love to Jersey and Philly, bro.
And they hold New York niggas hold niggas accountable, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere in the world, man. All these dudes, I never met a bunch of dudes that could talk shit about each other online, say anything, and when they see each other, they be laughing and joking and be friends and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, man, bro. Once we talk shit online, they get like that, bro. We're talking about guns and shit, bro.
Yeah.
We see each other, we gotta make something shake. You gotta make it shake, nigga.
That's why I fuck with 10 Toes Down a little bit because he came on and he was holding niggas accountable, but he was in jail at that time, but he represent that old guard. These other niggas, no. Yeah, you gotta hold these niggas accountable to what they say out their mouth, nigga. You don't get to just say what you want and then just, I never blew up because I always practice. I'm not gonna just say whatever I want to say about niggas and then just think it's good. I'm good. That's not the way it works, bro.
Right. I never blew up. I'm gonna tell you, one time I was doing good. I stopped blowing up when I started talking about positive shit mostly. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
That shit just went under like God damn.
You start talking about positive shit, and listen, we was the ones. We was the ones. I got 4 channels. I've been online way before him. I was the one on here talking about global domination and population control, 2030 agenda, Clown Swab, the Great Reset. The difference between me and him was, I'm gonna tell y'all what he was doing, but Waxstar confirmed it for me because I told you, I wanted to work with him.
Waxstar, my little bro.
Waxstar been watching me since I had 5 people in the room, bro. I wanted to work with him. Waxstar was one of his minds at the time. So I asked Waxstar to get in contact with him because I said, I got a program and I'll be going into these prisons talking to the youth. And I want to work with him about young boys that's been molested because I'll be in the prisons. Waxstar reached out to him. This nigga cussed Waxstar out and cut him off. But the reason why he cussed Waxstar out, and Waxstar know because he was stealing my shit. He would watch me and know I was a small platform. Get the shit that I listen, I swear on my kids, bro. This nigga used to watch my live streams and my lectures that I would do with my screen share and then copy me verbatim, bro. But it wasn't nothing I could say because if I came out and said something, I'm the hater.
Yo, bro, that nigga, the Gully TV nigga used to do the same shit to me, bro. Used to do all my talking points because he's a bigger platform.
They always do that. They always watch the smaller platforms and then go. So my thing was, if you watch the, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I just walked outside. I gotta wait for my Wi-Fi. Yeah, he was doing that shit, but they always watch the smaller platforms because what happens is the smaller, like a lot of them dudes dealt into they blew up because they dealt in the controversy and the drama.
Yeah.
But I think that Gully TV is only taking up for him because right now everybody going at him and it's controversy, so he can sell records that way. And that's how I have to call it. He's selling records right now.
Yeah.
That's the only why he's taking up for him. Because Gully TV made Gully TV made his bones off of Philly.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah, he made his bones.
Beef with Dark Low. He made his bones off Beef with Dark Low.
So, and I tell these dudes, a lot of these dudes, like what y'all do in New York, you can't do that shit in Philly and then think you gonna come back down here and walk these streets. It ain't like that down here, bro.
Right, it's not like that in Jersey. I don't know what New York. I don't know what the problem with New York is. Because Jersey, you can't do that shit in Elizabeth and North. Talk about a nigga like that, and then you see the nigga, and nothing gonna happen to you.
Yeah, I know how North Jersey get down. So, man, and then he online.
What's up? This is my brother Cross, aka the plug in the building. Cross,
salute everybody. My bad, I had to jump off and catch some. Good morning, salutations.
Right. Now, the George, I live in Philly, George from Philly. George, what I'm saying is right now, it should be more Philly niggas stepping up to the plate, going at this nigga. Jersey niggas, everybody, Chicago niggas. Why I say that? Because he got at all of us. You see how he did FBG Duck Mama?
You know what it is, though? Kim? Most Philly niggas ain't really YouTubers like that, and they don't really see. I remember this town, and you live here. I'm one of the rare YouTuber guys that's known that's from Philly, because where we come from, and as long as I've been on YouTube, I still got to watch some of the stuff that I say out of my mouth, even though I'm a stepper from the street. Because out here, unfortunately, you get labeled a snitch for anything. Yeah, Philly niggas don't just nigga just telling a story, nigga you ratting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to talk like that out here, so you got to be careful. I just don't give a fuck, so I be laying shit out, but you're not really going a lot of Philly niggas. They want to touch the nigga. They don't want to talk about it. So what I just do, when I see him, and I never said it, I never went at him or said anything till I seen him disrespect Gillie like that. Because, like I said, what about Gillie's wife, man? What about that boy's mom? What about the
boy's moms and my wife are friends. She works. My wife, she's the nurse. They friends.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, me and Gillie had an up and down situation with Gillie because, like I said, I didn't like that shit with Jay Prince did, but he don't got nothing to do with that Jay Prince and that other shit. This is personal, bro.
Well, that's just like, I give y'all an example. Like when I was in Miami this weekend, me and Charles was in Miami and we was talking about it, right? Me, him, and TK Kirkland was talking about it. And, Charleston has a way, and that's my homeboy. He has a way of saying certain things. But when that shit happened, bro, like him and Gillie, they don't get along. For whatever reason, he got his way of why he don't like it, and Gillie don't like him. But like he said, man, when that shit hit, man, as a father, as a man, as having empathy, that's why I said when I talked to you yesterday, boy, the intent. What is this man Hassan Campbell intent? What is your intent? What is the end result? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to play a Jedi mind trick to make people mock? What are you doing? Because all you're doing is creating content that's not going nowhere, and it's only making money for the people that want to push this content, which is the YouTube app. I just call it for what it is, because if you're doing anything positive, half the time, like myself, you're shadow banned. If you're not shadow banned, then there's some other loops you got to jump through just to make that little change that we make. Like I got five other channels, and that, and it's bullshit, because no matter what you do, they talk about CPMs and all this other shit. You have to be in a certain, you have to have certain content for it to constantly stay retention. And beef is not retention. It's not, it has no thing. It's like going on there and watching a news channel and see one anchor beef with the other one. It will never get it done. And that's what we got to see in our own thing. You got to have empathy, man, for your own kind. Forget anybody have disagreements. Have a little bit of empathy for each other.
Oh, George Macon. My wife said, salute. Thank you for supporting Gillie and Tour yesterday.
Salute, Queen. Salute, Queen. Yeah, salute. Yeah, I was at the funeral, man. I put up a couple videos yesterday. I was one of the, I think I was the first one because I put up a video at the funeral. I mean, we didn't record inside the funeral, but outside, I was talking to people. I put it up on my channel. It's like 15,000 views so far. But I know everybody. And see, the thing is with me, with Gillie, see, this is the thing, right? A lot of people don't understand. I've known Gillie probably since 1995. And, I'm from Southwest. They from North Philly. I was locked up in juvenile lockup with his cousin Titter. We was all like, and all of us from the streets, man. Listen, Gillie got his own, what he survived through, bro, coming from these streets, man, in the 90s, the 80s, the 90s, niggas, homies getting killed, niggas going to jail, indictments, all kinds of shit. Parents on drugs. For what he survived through and made it through to create something from nothing. Nobody gave up nothing. He created everything that he did from scratch, him and his cousin. And to get to the level that he's gotten to, where I come from, when you see a brother like that, man, you tip your hat, you salute him. Because he got it the hard way. That nigga went out and chopped trees down. Nigga, he got it the hard way. So if he talking shit, nigga, I be doing cartwheels in the street if I worked the way he did and got $100 million. I be doing backflips off 30 mattresses because he got it out the mud, man. He got it out the mud. So, and then when he got it, they spent all they doing is putting out a positive message. He been telling kids to put the guns down. He been talking about the shooter. They've been giving out that real message because we the same age, man. So to come from where we come from, and now brothers like me, I've been telling people to put the guns down. I got my program, Urban Nerves. We working with children. We rubbing shoulders with mayors and district attorneys and all that kind of shit. Going in prisons, and I did my video, put all the work that I've done on there, and I asked Hassan, "Where's your work? You on here talking? The difference is you got 5,000 people in the room watching because you talking shit. We only get 40 people in the room because we doing real work because the algorithm ain't in the business of helping black people, of saving black children. We're not in the business of that.
Bro, you see what I do to get 1,000 or 2,000 people in my live chat, bro? I had to start talking about bull and get the positive shit.
Right. No, you're right. And then, like you say, the algorithm is not built for us, man. And if it is built for us, then we have to find what they call, if people know anything about YouTube, and if you go to YouTube studios, they constantly reiterate niche, define a niche. Because if you're trying to find what the masses is doing, that's why a lot of these people getting their channels taken away. Anytime they put up something, they get to judge whether it's sensitive content, sensitive or not. Even though you could be coming from that neighborhood. What happened is all these bloggers now, where you got Chicago op bloggers, you got all these people that are starting to make a name for themselves. So they say, whoa, wait a minute, it's out of control. Let's put barriers up. The barriers that YouTube done put up ain't got shit to do with nobody else but us hood dudes.
Yep. And man, it's crazy because if people look at my channel I got up now, because I froze a lot of my content because of the algorithm, right? If you look at my Street Media TV channel, right, in the last 14 days, I start copying my homie, my young O'Shea Duke Jackson. I start copying his content, right? Because we talk every day. I start getting 4,000 or 5,000 views because I start talking about that celebrity shit that I don't even like doing. But in order for me to get, I'm gonna tell you what he told me to do. He said, "Bro, go into the dirty side of the pool, but just give them the positive message. That's how you get around the algorithm." Wow. So I never believed it. So what I did was I start doing Tasha K videos and Corey Holcomb videos, but talking the same stuff I've been talking in the video. Next thing you know, I do the Andrew Tate video. That shit got 5,000 views. I do this Tasha K video, 2 of them, over 3,000 views. Now I came at Hassan, that one video the other day got 9,000 views. I came at him again. That one got 1,500 views. And then when he went after Gillie and them, if you look on the channel, I've been lighting his ass up. One video got 7,000 views. The other one got 14,000 views. And I'm like, wait a minute. When I was putting up videos with Urban Nerds, and I'm talking about I'm talking about erectile dysfunction in the foods causing brain cognition, processed foods.
Right.
That shit get 300 views. So I got to talk about Hassan.
You got to destroy. You got to destroy the culture. That's the same thing. Like I said, we talked about this weekend, and that's one of the problems that I had on my channel. I'm born to tell you, my channel, all my channels doing well, but I was being monetized, and then one day I put a short reel up, and it was a short reel of an old black dude cussing the family out at the barbecue. Do you know they told me that I was targeting another culture? I'm a black man. I was targeting another culture, and they demonetized me for that. That was one of the channels. And that's why I tell people, so I started to learn it. I'm starting to learn it. Like you say, we used to sit there doing all that stuff. And like when the rest of them, even CW said, he said, that's why people get mad at him about this active stuff. Because when he was doing that, he won't making no money. He won't doing none of that shit. As soon as he said F it and do what he want, he started blowing up. And he said that's the thing that bothers him, because that's why he had to tell people he's a character. Because other than that, man, he said he don't want to be a buffoon on that. And there's a lot of us that don't. And I just hate the fact that, man, we can't, all these people, man, and all this intellectual, we're inventors. Why ain't nobody made no damn black social media app where we can put our stuff on there and not be zapped because of the content we're bringing on something that's normalized in our neighborhood? Maybe we shine a light and stop doing the shit.
Yeah, I got a whole series on I have my George Macon 1 and George Macon 2 channels, History of African American Inventors. It went on for 4 months. I went all the way up to volume 10. African American Inventors. That shit didn't get no shine or no love or no light.
No.
Didn't. And then I did a video. What was the thing we did? A series of labs across America where poisonous vials was being stolen from labs.
Right.
Because you know a lot of these labs is on college campuses.
That's
and
right.
These biological terror vials was being stolen, and you gotta. It's not on the nighttime news. You gotta search like C-SPAN and all the other places. Man, I did that video, bro. They struck me, gave me 2 strikes, took it down. I waited, put it back up again. I did one on Michael Swift, the gay revolutionary. I did that video 4 years ago. I tell everybody. I tell you about Michael Swift, the gay revolutionary from Fordham University. You can read it. Everything that's happening now, they talked about 1987 when he wrote it, right? You can't put it up on your channel because they're going to give you a strike. And this so this is the thing. Hassan would watch all the stuff that I would do, and then he would go regurgitate it online. But he never, if you notice, all the people he got, he never ever share a screen. Whenever that nigga talking, show his phone.
That's right.
We don't share a screen and do lectures. We was doing whole lectures because you know the word says you got to show and prove everything.
Facts.
We show and prove, man. And then we go out in the streets and we manifest the things into reality. We don't just talk it. So the only reason why I'm getting at him, the only reason why not because I'm mad at him, I'm getting at him because you're supposed to show and prove all things, and you're supposed to manifest the things you say into reality. So I'm standing on righteous ground by getting at him. I'm not getting at him for my own ego and anger. I'm getting at him because he's lying to the people, man. And he claims that he stand before law, but you don't stand before law. You're lying and bearing false witness before law. That's what you're doing because you're not telling the truth.
And you're right about that, George. Just like you very informed of like let's give an example. Like you said, your shit is doing numbers. But if we would have, because you understand how it works, because we don't really explain that to our community, is one thing. Like you said, these brothers doing all this, and then we got the crimes. Our problem is we got to start telling the kids it don't start with the president. It starts at the grassroots. You got to learn how to go up there and talk to the politicians and have it. I know it sounds messed up, but we have this thing in our head. Don't go talk to people of authority because they're going to do something wrong to us. You see what I'm saying? And the whole time, like yourself, if you were to do the march and had the stuff, you go towards the politician. Hey, this is enough is enough. This is a big name celebrity. We done had PNB Rock, even though the violence, he was over there Man, it's young black men that's inspiring to be something that are losing their life. Now, what are y'all going to do so y'all can stay in office for us? We got to start saying, what are you going to do for us? Because that's what the other cultures say. Hey, we ain't bringing you in unless you tell us what you going to do for us. Not no give us no free money, not hand out checks. No, what are you going to do for us? Well, we stand a point in this, and that's the problem. It's like they're eradicating us, and like I said, the marches don't work. None of that shit work. It's what are you gonna do? Is the laws? Are we changing laws? Or are we just talking about the laws?
Yeah, I got a video I put up when I was leaving out of South City Council, and I talked about the urban criminals obsolete. Right? I'm gonna tell you what this nigga did. Wax Dog, no. And I got a video, and I was in my car, and I was riding around down North Philly in the bottom, and I showed how they knocked Richard Island down, and they gentrified everything, and they gentrifying the bottom, and I was like, you know, a lot of you dudes is running around still shooting and banging everything up, but they got everything on the grid, on the computer grid now. They can see you, they see everything. There's no getting away. There's no more corners in Philly doing 40,000 a day except for down Kensington, right? And they allowing that to happen for a reason. Because they about to turn Kensington into a Soho spot, so they let it burn and the bottom property value up. In the next 5 years, all that's going to be moved out. So I'm telling them the urban criminals obsolete. You know, this nigga start doing a video. The urban criminal is obsolete. They don't need you no more. So I'm saying myself, like at that time, I was asking Wax. I said, listen, he got a large platform. He got the ears of the youth. I want to work with him because I'm doing real work. That's why I put the link in King Chat, where people can see the video I made going on, where people can see our work, what we actually doing. So the algorithm knows that shit. I got an Urban Nerds channel specifically for kids. Anytime I ever put up anything that got something to do with Urban Nerds, it don't get no views, bro. And now I'm gonna tell you, now it will. You know why? Because I start going after him. But see, for me, I ain't even this type of dude, because I don't even like talking about getting at niggas.
That's
like
right. Me
head.
too, bro.
Unless I'm gonna bust your head, I'm not really that type of dude that's gonna say derogatory stuff about people unless I'm ready for war. Because that's where I come from in Philly, and where I come from, I'm not gonna call you no bitch ass nigga if I ain't ready to shoot. Because out here, if you got beef with a nigga, you might as well just kill him, man.
That's what I said. And that's why I'm saying, like, when we look at this right here, and I tell all these young folks, and I tell this and I reiterate to them, the internet is not real. And they be like, no, man, he was talking about me. Listen, bro, he's somewhere far away. That, first of all, you guys are being raised by these women. You're so emotional. You can't take criticism. Back in the days, we was taught all criticism is good criticism. But when you say that to these young folks, they get emotional and all this other stuff. And like I said, like you said, and you hit it on the head, it's a reason why some of this stuff today looks bad, like you see the neighborhoods and they ran down. It's the reason for that. And all these people around there trapping, making all this money. Now, one time somebody said, man, let me buy my grandmama a house. Let me see what I got to do to fill the paperwork out, to transfer it over and set it up. If something happened to it, I got my grandma's house. But if granny died, we just going to keep renting the rent until the last nigga go to jail. And then the owner going to put it back up on the market and we'll never live there again because granny dead.
Yeah. And if you're in Philly, and where I come from, I came from Southwest. Southwest is still on fire, but they gentrifying Southwest. They gentrifying the bottom. Now everybody running around Northeast and Frankfurt, but I keep telling everybody, the Northeast is where they moving all you dumb niggas to, because North Philly, the bottom, and South Philly, basically all those areas of close proximity to Center City, they taking all that back. Those South Philly, all those hoods that with them little matchbox houses, they all worth $300,000 down. All the dope boys that bought them properties, they all super rich because they sold them properties for $300,000 and $400,000 now. So I'm telling people, the urban criminal is obsolete. They don't need you no more. So even these dudes that killed Gillie's son, they're gonna get caught because them niggas on camera.
They on camera. They don't know no better.
Everything on camera. The only thing that's fucked up about situations like this is, like I said in my video yesterday at the funeral, when somebody like this get killed, and this ain't got nothing to do with Gillie,
right? Because
Gillie is loved and he from the city. People got to realize Gillie's son wasn't the only one that got shot. 2 other people got shot.
Facts.
More people is going to die from this shit. And I explain. in my city, just like Newark or any other city, those niggas that did the shooting, they got people that love them too, that don't give a fuck about Gillie and his son in this town. Philly's big, bro. They don't give a fuck about none of that. So whoever did the shooting, they got family too that's gonna back them up, and they gonna ride. And over this weekend, like we all 15, 20 people gonna be shot up, and it's gonna be a go back and forth because the streets know who did it. And it might not even been for Gillie's son, it might have been for one of them other dudes that was with him. He just got hit and died. So it already, like, they already gangbanging out here. There's already ongoing wars out here, man. So Gillie got a lot of love on his side, but Philly is big. North Philly is huge, bro. So people got to understand right now, like, you know, with our organizations, we all out in the streets because what we trying to do now is prevent other brothers from getting killed because of this situation. And unfortunately, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, King. Other people going to die because of this. Unfortunately.
Isn't that bad? It's almost like a person liking that good dope or heroin. Man, that shit killed that nigga. Man, I'm going to go get some then.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go get some. I'm going to go set up a suicide mission so I can go get killed.
Yeah, and people got to realize, like, I don't know who the shooters was, but the streets be knowing. You know, I'm older. I'm from Southwest, the other side of town. But whoever them niggas is, I know how the streets go. Them niggas got a team. Them niggas got their own hood.
That's facts.
So, you know, Gillie could. Yeah, we say, King.
And them niggas not gonna say shit because that's her politics. You keep shit in it. Yo, I was listening to a program yesterday on YouTube, and they were trying to make it seem like that Gillie's son was a blood. And I'm telling niggas, ain't no bloods in Philly like that, bro.
No, at all.
What's blood shit, bro? Philly, it's blocks. Like the Jersey back in the day, it's blocks, it's schools, it's hoods. It wasn't no sex. Ain't no sex in Philly. Bloods are crips. It might be a blood a crip here and there in Philly, but it's not a whole bunch.
But think about what you said. But think about what you're saying, Born. Like you said, you know that from the demographics of the law of the land. But these kids nowadays are so impressionable. They're making up this shit as they go. They're like, man, I'm gonna be a blood. Man, you a blood. You're my cousin blood. Man, he showed me a couple of stack signs. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on for the city. So now everybody wants to be a part. It's like all these young kids are having an identity crisis because there's mostly no authoritative figure to guide them and say, okay, that makes sense, but let's try it a different way. They all, if you really look at it, from the killings, from the gang violence, from the drugs and them flashing money on there, it's all about acceptance. They're looking to be accepted and they don't know where to go. It's just, they, you know, certain, what the old song said, looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
Says Max, facts. Says Max, facts. Says Max from Philly too. Facts. There's no gang blocks in here.
That gang shit is.
I live in West Philly. I live right off of Vines on 65th. You know what I'm saying? I see niggas. They real little niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was telling before. Something that happened out here, right? So the young boys, they came up here. They had the AKs, all that shit. I'm looking like, yo, we was strapped too, so I was even stressing it. It was like, yo, OG, it's not about you. This is the right front of his mouth. Like, yo, come holler at me then real quick. I brought the niggas to the hallway of my building. We kicked it, we hollered. And you know what they said? They said, yo, OG, you right. My apologies, yo. Niggas put that shit away, and to this day, them niggas see me anywhere. They show me mad love and respect because I came in like a old niggas supposed to come in young niggas.
Right.
You sold them life. You sold them life, not death.
That's right. And not only that, you ain't fuck around and pull up and ask the niggas, hey man, you want me to go buy y'all some liquor at the store? You ain't the nigga they send in the store to go get the liquor. All that dumb shit that most niggas do. Yeah, I'm being for real, bro.
No,
like that's the shit. Yeah. That's right. That's right. And that's what we need, bro. We need more of them like that. Cause like I said, they ain't gonna listen to you coming in them and they see you out there doing it's like when we was growing up, you see the dude smoking dope, but he telling you need to stay at school. You like, nigga, why are you telling me, nigga, you smoke dope?
See, Philly was always for cities with population over 1 million. Philadelphia for the last 10, 12 years has always been #1 in homicides. for cities
Yeah,
over 1 million. Number one, and people don't realize, like, the thing is, gangs, Bloods and Crips will never work in Philly, because one thing about Philly, Philly has always been an arrogant town, and it go back to the 60s with
all
like
Muslim.
here,
FOY, Muslim FOY, bro. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's Muslim. You see here, like I did, I'm ready to do on my lecture with my bullhorn on 52nd Street this Saturday coming up. They're gonna be mad at me because I'm gonna tell them I gotta keep it all the way 100. The kids that's doing all the killings is the kids from the masjid. They're not from the church. Ain't no kids from the church running around with no gun shooting. It's the masjid, and I'm asking the masjid to get control of your fucking kids, man, because it's these kids walking and running around with beards and prostration marks on their foreheads. They the ones doing
Yeah.
all the fucking shootings, man. It's the young boys, and people don't like it. People don't like it, and as wild as I was in the streets, when I talk that way, my life could be in danger. And I told everybody, I said, you know why I'm saying it? If the fact that me telling y'all the truth and calling it out, and I'm an OG from the street, if my life is in danger, then unless you know that something gotta happen. Something gotta happen, because somebody gotta call this shit out. Because like I said, it ain't no kids with a Bible in his hand walking to church doing these shootings. I'm from the block, and it's always been that way. It was us. Nigga, we be at the masjid on Friday, and later on that night, nigga, we getting at each other. That's the way it was, man.
Bro,
And somebody gotta tell the fucking truth.
Let me tell you something, bro. My father was a minister in a temple I had one time, bro. That's an echo. Hold on. I think, my father was a minister at the temple I had one time. I forgot the name. I don't know if it was Temple 15 or Temple 12. It's one of the temples. It was a temple I had.
Probably temple number 12.
Yeah, my father was a minister out here, and my father was straight gangster nigga. Them niggas from that temple, they went and robbed the casino in Atlantic City in the 70s, bro. A lot of niggas don't know that. They robbed the casino. So it's always been the Muslims or the 5%ers that was doing that shit. But you gotta think about it. All the Christian and the Catholic motherfuckers, they've been doing dirt for thousands of years.
Right.
Hundreds of years, you know what I'm saying? But when the Muslims and the 5%ers got into power, what we started doing, we started taking out our own people. We started extorting storefronts.
Yeah, what the Muslims did here in Philly, as opposed to Chicago, Detroit, and New York, the Muslims told the mafia and Elijah Muhammad from Philly, said, none of y'all can come here and do this shit. That we control our own shit. So that's how the nation. That's how Noonie Mims and Sam Christian and Ronald Harvey and all them got so powerful, because Philly was always a town. If anybody know East Coast politics, New Yorkers in North Jersey guys, they was, because we always looked at them as the same, interchangeable. Boston, Virginia, Delaware, all those places was Maryland was fertile ground for them to go to. You could never come to Philly. Everybody, they all skipped Philly. Detroit, Chicago wanted to send. They sent Jeremiah Shabazz over. That was it. Because anybody ever tried to send over, they threatened to kill him. They told him we're gonna run our own shit. So Philly has always been a place where you can't come here, because Philly is so territorial, nigga. The niggas across the street we beef with. So we know when out of towners come. So the thing was,
I got a question to ask you, George, because you there and you planted in the ground. What do you think? Like you said, like when the history and they know the history. Do you think the fact that these young kids don't know the history, like you know the history, and they'll have a much more appreciation of the foundation of the history of Philly versus like it's almost like they don't even know, they ain't trying to look, nobody's telling them, and at the same time they don't want to hear the shit. So where do you think they went wrong with them having appreciation for, the love of where you came, like we used to come up with, love where you come from, even though it wasn't the greatest, you all learned to get along. So where you think they lost this at? Where's it been lost?
Well, I know now, me being 48, and I can go back 30 years ago. They lost it when my generation, because when JBM, Craig Haynes crew, and like all the different crews went to jail. Put it this way: when I was young, I couldn't come out on the block. I had to go through the ranks. I had to earn the right to be on the block. I had to get permission. I earned the right to be on the block by getting in trouble, being a young shooter, unfortunately. And because back in the day, you try to come out on the block and and show and prove, niggas will tell you, hey, such and such your pop, man, get your motherfucking ass out of here, nigga. Your papa killed me.
It's almost like you had to go through a trial to get there. And by the time you did that, you didn't even want to do it because shit, there's too much work to go through it.
And see, back then, niggas pops was working men, but they was respected because they was cold G's. Nigga, such and such your pop, nigga, get out of here. Your papa killed me. These was straight up killers telling you this. So back in the day, it wasn't for everybody. Everybody couldn't come out there. What happened was around 1990, I'm gonna tell y'all, all them niggas went to jail for life. When they went to jail and we got the streets, all hell broke loose.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you something too. On some real shit, you 100% right. Because in 1990, all my cousins went to jail. Equal classes, all them niggas went to jail, and they told them niggas forever, 20 years and up, right? So we was young as hell when it happened, and we was like, yo, we get into that bag. They left the open ground. We had no guidance, but I'm gonna keep it real. It was two OGs that they always told me. They called me the $1 Million Man because I played basketball, rapped, and I hold drugs. He's like, yo, stick to ball, leave the street shit alone. But you know what? When you're in that environment and you don't have shit, basketball at the time ain't paying no bills. Rap at the time ain't paying no bills. But me getting this 500 grams of crack and selling in the hood, that's paying bills, that's making me eat.
Right. No, you're right. I ain't think about that. Like you said, in the era when all the big name niggas, because a lot of people just saw the flashy cars, the jury. They don't know what it takes to really get the shit you go through, you know, before you step outside with the flashy shit. They don't see that. So like you said, when everybody went to jail, they just know what they saw. And they like, man, it's an open lane to get money. But nobody understood the steps it takes. So then after that, it's whatever.
It was worse than that because when they went to jail, right, I'm gonna tell you, I'm 1995, I was what, 18? No, 1995, I was 20, right? So around 1990, I was 15. Yeah. And when they went to jail, my big homies was 18. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, back before they went to jail, my big homies was 26 and 30. When they went to jail, my big homies was 15. But these niggas was inheriting blocks that was doing 60,000 a day. So just imagine that you from Jersey or you from like Delaware or like smaller places, but then just imagine you from Philly, right? It's like 2 million people here. God, peace. And so now you got an 18-year-old, he just inherited a block that's doing 40, 50,000 a day. And the nigga went away and left him 100 bricks in the storage room somewhere. But the difference was the way that they handled beefs back then and consolidated blocks. We wasn't doing that shit, man. Our thing was fuck them niggas. We ain't rolling with them niggas. The difference was we was way more reckless. If you study the murder rates of the 80s, and then from 1990 to 97, look at New York murder rate, Philly murder rate, DC, they skyrocketed. Because what they did was every 5 years they would do the FBI would do a countrywide FBI sweep and lock up everybody. So
everybody, Jersey too. They swept Elizabeth. I'm talking about when Elizabeth, like 95, I was locked up in 94. I got locked up from 94. I ain't come to November 98. But they was doing sweeps when I was locked up. And when I came home in the 98, they did another sweep and locked up another bunch of niggas from Elizabeth and North.
So to answer your question, what happened was my generation, we still knew the history of the city. We still understood the rules, even though we was wild and wilding out. There was still some form of rules, but we was running around making a bunch of babies, getting killed, going to jail. Nobody raised these kids, so these kids didn't come up under the same rules I came up under. I came up under rules. If I wanted to shoot somebody, I had to go get permission. Unless it was like some random shit like coming out of a gas station or something, some random shit. But to just say, yo, I don't like them niggas over there. Yeah, we want them niggas asses. I had to go get permission from the big homie. I couldn't go just do that. That stopped existing after my generation. After my generation, I had to go ask to do that. That's unheard of now. So these kids don't have a frame of reference of what the streets is because they abolished the streets. The streets is over. Back in the day when the government wanted the streets, because they wanted, you know, they had the prison industry, and it was a inclusive society, not an all inclusive society. It was an inclusive society. They was pushing a different type of world. Nowadays, they letting the on see, because remember, we gotta be able to understand what's going on. Knowledge is born, right? So we know that in the 2030 agenda that's coming, and all in an all inclusive society, that means that you have to kill the old world to allow a new world, because there's no such thing as an all-inclusive society. Because if you do that, that goes against all the social norms. That means that homosexuality is normal. Trannies got all kinds of rights over women. What you see now, this is what you see in an all-inclusive society, normalizing the unnormal. Having trannies talk to your children. Just doing people online, grown men online grown men online to understand the old rules online, threatening people online.
That's right.
Telling
online.
Yeah, you got Hassan Campbell telling Zip to the Drip what he gonna do. And like I said in the video, I said, nigga, you first of all, nigga, you like 47 years old. You on social media telling somebody what you gonna do. So Zip to the Drip fall on a banana peel and crack his skull, you going to jail, nigga. Because you online threatening his life.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something too. Hassan Campbell, Zip with the Drip, all them bozo ass niggas out there that's doing podcasts and doing shows ain't doing nothing righteous with it, bro. Last summer, bro, man, I did a book bag. I went back to Jersey, did a book bag giveaway. And I was living in York, PA at the time, bro. You think what I'm saying? I went back to Jersey, did a book bag and cereal and peanut butter and food giveaway, bro.
Well, you know what? And like George said something deep too, and I look at it like this when we was talking about eras, right? If you take the characteristics, right? Let's take Juice, for instance, right? This is what reminds me of the new era. You take Juice, you had Bishop. He really was not, he was picked on because of his daddy. He didn't have no social. He had a daddy, but he felt like his daddy didn't love him because his daddy was something mentally was wrong, whether it was, they never talked about drugs. So now he has this low self-esteem until what? They put the gun in his hand and Q said, give me the gun. He said, nigga, I got this. And ever since I doing that movie, the transition was he went from being the kid that people picked on him in the neighborhood to the nigga with the gun and everybody was afraid of him. And that's how the society these kids is. They don't want to fight. They picked on them. So once they get these guns, now they ready to go crazy. And these people are afraid of a person that don't got no business with a gun in their hand.
And that Juice movie that came out around that time, that's when I was in my prime. That Juice represented the streets because, see, me being 48, the OGs that was 10 years older than me, before me, they come from the last era of the gang war.
Right.
So them niggas was them
Salute, what's happening, my guys?
Philly,
salute, bro. Salute.
You know what I'm saying? North Jersey, Boston. These was the dudes that walk up to you and punch you in your fucking mouth, hook up on a motorcycle and get out. They was old school, true blue niggas. Nigga kidnap your mom. All them. That type of era back in them 80s niggas was dangerous niggas. We was more, the 90s niggas was more come shoot your whole block up. The 80s niggas was, them niggas kidnap your daughter, nigga, when she getting out of school. They was dangerous motherfuckers. But it got less personal and more disrespectful. And now what you see today is, it ain't personal at all. It's just everything for clout. But our generation was the one. Our generation was the one. Was the Juice era. I got picked on. I got a gun.
Hold on. I know. I just jumped in this, but let me say this: they do this because of the fact of the matter is, a lot of times you're not going to get to see these motherfuckers. Let's just keep a bean here. A lot of these dudes, either somewhere the ways they know they're not going to see your face, or they don't even come outside. Period. That's just the bottom line. And I think Hassan Campbell is one of the dudes. You know what I mean? Because again, with everything that's behind him, and I don't know, that probably sound crazy. I probably need to pause that, especially when it comes to him. Especially when it comes to him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But when it comes to shit like him, nigga, you're known for being touched on. You know what I'm saying? So, and you live in New York, supposedly. It's no way he'll be walking out freely without getting harassed, without some dudes bothering him, none of that. So I don't even think he live in New York, to be honest. I think he lives somewhere to where people really, really don't know who he is and he ain't got to deal with the backlash.
Nah, that nigga live upstate New York, bro. He live upstate New York.
Right, where he don't have to deal with the backlash.
Yeah, facts. Upstate. Hey, yo, George, man, go ahead. Say what you want to say, George, man. I know you're about to say something. Say what you want to say, bro.
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, shit, my bad, bro. I apologize, bro.
It's cool.
My bad.
No, what you was talking about, George, we were speaking on the whole thing with the Bishop thing with Juice. And
yeah.
And
like, most of us, my era, that movie was so significant because
I'm 47, bro, so I know. I'm 47. I know.
A lot of us got bullied.
Hold up, I'm 51, so I'm with you.
Or beat up on by a lot of us got bullied or beat up on by the generation before us. Because when I was a kid, nigga, you came out on the block, them OGs used to body beat you, man. Like,
no, how
they used to fuck you up.
Bro, when I was my older cousins, bro, I go for body work, I go to the house, I have bruises all over my chest, my arms, my legs, my side, but goddamn. I'm gonna be the next niggas. I'm gonna be the next niggas, so fuck it. I'm gonna be the niggas running me up. That was the thought. They beat me up. Now I'm gonna beat their sons up when they get older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Here's what it is.
But what happened was I come from the era where the OG. I come from the era where, put it this way, I come from the era where I could start getting money, and the OG could still send me to the store.
Right. Facts.
Because we still understood order and the way that we moved. Once my generation went to jail and got killed, that was it. So the generations you see now, they have no frame of reference of what community is. They don't give a fuck about Miss Johnson. Like just now, like yesterday, broad daylight, they shot a girl 7 times in the face while she was sitting there. You know, like if you go back to the 90s, that was unheard of. That wasn't happening, bro.
Nah.
No, who the fuck? Like what?
Well, you know why? It's because you knew if you did some, Miss Johnson's auntie or Miss Johnson's nephew saw you do it, and he went and told Miss Johnson. By the time everybody knew you did it, nowadays you can walk up on somebody, shoot somebody, and walk off, and the police ain't trying to do the work to see who actually did it. They actually looking for the community to help. Community don't help. Okay, y'all ain't with the no snitching. Cool. Then the case dropped. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. And
but Joe, let's talk about Joe. It's supposed to be, first of all, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. When everybody runs to the police, fuck run to Stone Salute. Fuck running to the police for help, bro. We supposed to be policing our own blocks, our own neighborhoods, bro. That's what the Black Panthers did back in the day. That's what the 5%ers did back in the day. That's what the Nation of Islam brothers did back in the day. We supposed to be on that same level. We police our own shit and don't worry about them devils in our business. You dig what I'm saying? That's the problem we got now.
You're absolutely right. And one of the biggest thing you just said in that whole thing is what you said is we need to do it. We got to do it. We can't. We got to police it. But the thing about it, if we know that, when are we gonna have one of those guys like the Huey stand up and go get the LLC, create the Black Panther, create these marches? You got to be willing. You got to be willing to die for what you believe in, and you can't be worried about other people. The problem is our culture. We want to be accepted and worry about other people. We want to be the only ones to go out and spend damn $300,000 on a car when you ain't even got nothing else established. You have nothing else, no business equity. Our thing in our culture, and they learn this from us because we're the most people that bring in revenue. We only purchase liabilities. We're the number one consumers on liabilities. No assets.
Jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry, jerseys, Jordan, chains. Yeah, all that shit that causes liability, and they're aware of that. That's why they put these expensive ass clothes out. I sell clothes, all material, ain't but 3 types of material, and people don't get that. But if you put a name on it, I'm gonna pay for a $300 t-shirt. Do you realize them folks laughing at you to put a $300 t-shirt on when the t-shirt you can go to Walmart or go to the thrift store and create your own damn t-shirt like Kanye was doing, going to thrift stores? Like, we don't get that, dog. We invest so much in liabilities and no assets, and they just keep running up. They go, well, fuck it. Let's get this car and put damn stars in there like they outside. Yeah, that sounds good. They gonna pay more money for stars inside the car. They can't even see the up there. They ain't even looking up there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like some of the shit, like, damn.
If you want to, you can click the link. You can click that link I put in the chat. Y'all can see some of the funeral. I did from when I was there. I put in the links in the chat for people to see it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's right there in the chat.
Y'all check it out. Y'all check it out, Chuck. My wife told me, right? I was resting. I was resting like 7 o'clock, 7:30 past night. She was like, "Oh, your boy George Macon, he at the funeral. He was at the funeral." So she showed me the. I was like, "Oh, that's what's up. That's peace." I had just got home I was in Jersey. I just got back from Jersey like around 4 in the afternoon, something like that.
Yeah, are you able to share it?
Let me see. Hold on, let me share. Let me go to your channel.
I was talking to the news too.
Hold on one second. Let me pull up Street Media TV real quick. 1 second. Hold on, go to YouTube.
Yeah, it should have allowed you to just hit the link in the chat and then share it from there, but I don't know how you got your joint set up.
Well, let me hit the link in the chat. Hold on one second. Well, I went to your channel right now. Hold up. Videos.
But one thing I want to say about this whole shit, my wife hit me with something that's good. She was like, it's our fault with this Hassan Campbell dude. And I said, why? She said, because y'all went on Born Podcast and y'all blasted him. Y'all gave him a reason to come back and say something. The more y'all make him say something, the more and more clout he's gonna get, and the more he's gonna monetize everything that's going on. It made a lot of sense to me.
Well, I gotta be real. I kind of disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you why though. A lot of people wasn't saying nothing to that nigga for years. We let him ride, and he grew because that nigga was an industry plant. He got to a point where we had to say something about this nigga. That's the second one I put up. That's the one.
No. She talking about this. She talking about just with the Gillie situation. That's how he's getting monetized, because once he said something, nobody shouldn't have responded to him. No, everybody should just like call him a stupid ass and just let it be.
I got you.
A lot of people podcasters went on hours and hours talking about him, and it gave him clickbait.
Yep. Positive image and always talked about putting the guns down. So it was unfortunately that his son had to meet his demise this way.
Also, a funeral was held in North Philadelphia today for the son of famed rapper and podcaster Gillie the King.
Yeah, that's the second
Devin
one. The other
Spady
one
was one of 3 people shot last week in the Olney section of Philadelphia. CBS News Philadelphia's Dan Snyder was inside the funeral today at the Met. He joins us now from there.
Condolences.
And y'all can say what y'all want to say.
No, down. One right here. Yeah, that one. Casket coming through.
Excuse me.
I'm standing outside Gillie's son's funeral, man. I'm gonna say something briefly to the people, man. You know, a lot of Muslim brothers come in. You know, it's peaceful. Everybody loving each other, loving on each other. This is what we're supposed to do every day. This is supposed to be an everyday practice. We shouldn't wait till a brother is gunned down to all of a sudden want to shake hands and love each other, man. It's supposed to be the city of brotherly love, man. This man about to put his firstborn son in the ground, and it's a sad thing, man. And like I said, you know, during the Eid, I watched a lot of brothers love on each other, you know, at that time. But that's something that we got to keep going on. We got to carry on. This city is averaging 500 homicides every year, man. Over 2,800 people shot, and it got to change, man. You know, out of respect, we didn't record anything inside the funeral, but outside, you know, I'm outside, you know, just shaking hands and talking, and we just loving on each other. But we got to keep this going, man, because when something like this happens, when somebody is very loved in the city, it gets real violent. And it only had nothing to do with Gillie. It just people love Gillie, people love his son, and battle lines is drawn and more lives is lost, man. And we got to get to a place where we can change that, man. We got to get back to a place where we loving on each other. So this George Macon, man, outside the funeral, man, I'm signing off, man. I love y'all. Peace.
That's peace right there. That's definitely
respect.
Peace,
Yeah, respect.
Yeah. So it's I mean it's crazy, but just me knowing Gillie and what he come through, you know, him and his crew and all the things they come through, man, I can't do nothing but salute that man. And you know, when you talk about, you got this dude talking about something, and I said another thing before because I gotta get ready to teach my go to my class. I'm gonna say this too, man. One thing I hate about our community, when you a black man, or when you especially black men, when you a black man and you make it, you come up out of the dirt, the mud. We know who the sellouts and the coons are, right? We know how to separate the two. When you a black man and you make it, all of a sudden you got to be a sellout. You got to, somebody had to fuck you in the ass. You had to suck some dick. You had to do something just to get up. My question I'm asking anybody to watch that's going to see this video, then, so we're not allowed to have any form of success. So anytime you have any form of success, you got to be just a sellout. So we should just be in the hood, killing each other and broke. Like the minute I get a nice car or get a good fence around my house, oh man, you think you better than us. We got to get out that mentality, man. Yeah. Like everybody that make it, that do something for themselves, man. Like this shit is unbelievable. So he had to go through the door. He had to go do that. Now we know that they got Harvey Weinsteins and they got all these things that go on. We know that, but that ain't everybody. Everybody that you know ain't doing that, ain't got to do that. We got to stop doing that to each other, man.
Well, not only that,
we exist for real. I don't know nothing about it. That's my question, because that's what going through the door means. If I'm not mistaken, it's that Illuminati shit, right? I don't know nothing about it. Does it really exist?
Let me tell you something, bro. I've been a bodyguard for celebrities for what, 20 years. I was a bodyguard for celebrities, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. The only time I see some weird shit is when I went to Africa and bought a house in Atlanta, Georgia with Red Alert. Red Alert. Other than that, I didn't see a bunch of that weird shit. Other time is when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I had a bodyguard for Puffy, and he had a bunch of transgenders in his VIP.
Right.
That's the only weird shit I see. I ain't see no doors. I've been around a lot of niggas, but I didn't see it.
But you know what, God, and we was talking about this again, and I was talking around, and I was around on people this weekend, and this is the thing somebody told me. It kind of messed me up. It's true. I said, do you, and I asked this question, I ain't gonna lie, I asked this question to certain people. I seen Johnny, I was around Johnny Dang, all them. I asked this question, man, I didn't say it like that, but I was like, man, do y'all think y'all sold out? Like, that was one of the questions I wanted. Do you think, it's a point when you sell out? So you know what somebody told me to answer? They said, everybody sells out. I said, whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean? They said, let me explain. They said, everybody in their life picks and chooses what to sell out to. Said, hey, for example, if you're at work and your child has a game and you decide and you tell your job that you cannot go because, you need to go to your son's game and they say, we need you here. And you pick between your son and working, you sold out. So sell out just depends on what you're selling out to. You're selling, we do it, but we make the sellout part sound like you got to go through this humiliation and you got to be this, and then we got to attach ourselves to some entity that we don't know. When every day people do that, people pick it. Selling out is just, hey man, I'm buying into what I choose to pick. That's all it means.
I'll double down because what I said in the stream when I was getting that Hassan. If you want to be technical, if we want to really really put everything on the table, everybody walk through that door. I'm gonna tell you why. You already sacrificing each other. The white man, the system don't need you to sacrifice nothing. Right now, black men killing each other in the black communities. You sacrificing each other. You using words. The Bible and the Quran tell you about the backbiter and the slanderer. Every time you use words to verbally crucify your own brother, you already sacrificing yourself.
Facts.
You eating foods that's giving you erectile dysfunction and high blood pressure and heart disease. You already sacrifice. You allow them to push forward laws that go against humanity and allow certain people at your front door. You already walk through that door. You already sacrificed, but the people are so fucking sleep and stupid. You allow this nigga to talk as if he's sounding deep. He ain't deep. He sacrificed already because he made a living backbiting and slandering black men. You already sacrificed yourself. And they sacrifice. See, he know everything because Bam Booty sacrificed him by splitting his ass cheeks. He was already sacrificed. That's why he talked the way that he talked. So
or slapping the thigh. Don't forget, or slapping the thigh meat.
Yeah, but listen, the mere fact that I'm speaking English and they call me so-called African American,
yeah,
I'm already sacrificed.
You sold out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
already sold out.
That's what I'm saying. We got to stop that, man.
You sold out when you came out the coochie and you had dark skin. You sold out then. You sold out then. Because again, it's so much peer pressure and so much bad put on the black man as soon as he touched earth. That's the sellout right there.
Yep. Well, there's a lot of shit that people ain't.
It's like the old saying is, you was already, like even in the Bible, it says, with Jesus, that you was bought with a price. Well, when you come out your mama womb, you got a social security number. You bought with a price, my nigga. I don't care what nobody say. They tag you. Everybody got different first three numbers is different with everybody if you ain't living in that state. Because guess what? You are part of that state. No matter where you go through life, nigga, you was bought from that state. Your social security number tell you what location you was bought at.
Oh, let me hold on. I want to go off the subject for a second. What do y'all think about this Tupac shit going on right now?
What's going on?
They raided Keefe D's other house. They saying they think they found other evidence, But my thing is, what more do y'all want? Keefe D told y'all everything y'all wanted to know. Y'all didn't lock him up then. Like I don't get it.
That's all. Listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm going, right? I'm gonna say this. Let me cam up. I'm gonna say this and I'm going. To me, all this shit is fake. To me, in my opinion, is all fake, and I'm gonna tell you why. Keefe D is supposed to be an OG. He will be all our OG. Right. He know the old rules. Why you online even talking about this shit? Where I come from, them old dudes, them real true blue old dudes, they ain't online talking about that shit. He online talking about it because he can. They don't got no case against Keefe D. He already told them everything he online talking about now. He told them police when he was in there already. When he gave up them statements, when they offered them that deal. So my thing is, but a lot of these dudes come home. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. And some dudes I respect, but a lot of for me, a lot of these old dudes coming home now, they got channels where they telling old stories about what they used to do. I don't really respect it because where I come from, the OGs, to me, they're snitching. That's your question. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm snitching. It's still.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Jordan, I'm gonna cut you off. What about Hockey Fool?
Who?
The Hockey. He's from JBM nigga. He got his own channel on YouTube.
Oh, Hockey Raw.
Hockey Raw, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
stories.
I'm gonna tell you. But I keep it to myself because I don't want to be disrespectful. But I
never heard what I want to do. Only one I listen to Unique Mecca Audio because I know his story and I know the real part of his story. Krishan, what's up, bro? Krishan, I gotta go listen to that song, bro. I've been following you ever since Born put me on. Y'all gotta go check out that song, bro. But yeah, only one I listen to Unique. I listen to what's my man? Pistol Pete. I love that Dog in the Yard. I fucks with that heavy. Of course, Born. Like those are like the main three. I probably got maybe 5 that I listen to.
Yeah, for me, just me. All that's a problem. I don't think none of them niggas should be talking. Glaze, all them niggas. Y'all be
Glaze a fucking rat. Glaze a fucking rat.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
If you're telling the story of what happened to you when you was in jail and all that, all right, cool. But when you're getting on here, you're telling Tut did it when Tut was when shit Supreme and them when they come on, man, like that's going way out. It's a difference to me.
That's the wave. But what I'm saying is that's the wave. See, for me, if you like 58 going to 60 and you telling stories, it's still a lot of families that suffered from the wake of things that went on in the past. I just for me, I'm real. I might say, well, you know what, I got locked up for doing this, but I'm not on there telling elaborate stories about shit to make money. I just think that to me, this social media, nobody goes by the rules anymore because you would never see the way I came up, and I like Unique Mecca Audio, right? But the way I come up, the OGs were frowning. Yo, dude, what the fuck is you? Get offline, man. You're talking too much.
Yeah,
where I come from, and that's no disrespect to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what he chooses to do. But where I come from, what I raised up seeing the old heads, they not fucking with none of that. Nigga, right. You talking too much. In my opinion.
I had old heads from my hood. They love my platform. They be like, yo, I like the way you do your platform because you don't really say names, you just say situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put my name out there.
You don't dry snitch. I don't think, truly speaking, I don't think none of them dry snitch. I might be missing something. Like I said, when Unique Mecca Audio get on, he talks about shit that happened to him. Like, see, he say he was in the beginning of starting up the riot that happened in Lewisburg. Like, he do things like that. Pistol Pete, he asks dudes, you know, he bring on guys who just came home and ask them their basic, you know, what do you feel about, how did you feel about, you know what I mean, when you was in there, whatever. To whereas Glaze give you the whole story of who shot what, when he shot who, and he don't think he did it, he think he did it. Like, that's where it becomes.
Yo, what's Pistol Pete's station?
Say that again.
What is Pistol Pete's station?
It's called Dog in the Yard.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what my brother told me. My brother did 24 years, right? I'm gonna tell you what my brother told me. He's 10 years older, 11 years older than me. My brother told me the reason why it's snitching, all them niggas are snitching, even when they telling their story. This is what my brother told me. He said, and it made sense. He said, let's just say that you was the head of a crew. And when we went to court, you know, we said that crew didn't exist. We wasn't doing this, right? And a lot of brothers are still fighting their appeals and everything. When you get online and you start telling a story as if it did exist, you're telling without telling. So he said a lot of times, man, the way the feds work and you in court, you know, we try to, you know, some dudes took deals, some people didn't, some got proffer agreements, some got all kinds of stuff. He said, man, if you was a part of an organization that was moving bricks and you was getting money and you wasn't alone, you had other people with you, you got to shut the fuck up. You can't go online doing none of that shit because what you do is you fuck up shit for other people. And when you online, people just see you. They don't see the totality of your case. And people that was a part of what you was doing that, let's just say I was buying 50 or 100 joints from you every 2 weeks, but you in New York, but I'm down here in Delaware, but we all on the same case. So that's where my brother and them, that's them all them dudes damn near 60, they ain't fucking with none of this online shit. They is yo, shut the fuck up, man. Stop talking about that shit. That shit is over with. So, but I can't tell dudes what to do. Guys gonna do what they want to do. But when you see these dudes telling their stories and all that kind of shit, best believe they're not alone. There's other people that's a part of their story. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna jump off, King. Thanks for having me on. Peace to everybody on the
salute, George, salute.
All right, like I was saying, like I said, I watch a lot. I watch a few podcasts. I don't really watch too many. Really, I be rocking O'Shea Duke Jackson heavy. You know what I'm saying? Besides Cross, I watch O'Shea Duke Jackson shit a lot. You know what I mean? I don't like to hear them prison stories. I've been in prison. I don't give a fuck about them stories, bro. I got stories all the time. Why you be telling prison stories all the time? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit too much, dog. Because a lot of times the whole thing is, I be telling people, shit, I get it when you're speaking on it and using it as an example or an analogy about something, but shit, talking about every day about jail, I thought that was rehabilitation. I thought most time when you leave, that wasn't no vacation. Yeah, we call it a vacation, but that ain't no vacation not to talk about it.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, hold on. Everybody was talking about this guy that just came home. This gay guy. What's his name? Hold on. I'll tell you his name right now. Hold on. What's up? Yeah. I'm going to tell you his name right now. Hold on.
You talking about Lou Sams?
No, not Lou Sams. No. This other guy. Everybody talking about, what's his nigga name? Fleece Johnson.
Ah, yeah. The Booty Warrior.
The Booty Warrior. Why am I hear about the Booty Bandits, man?
And I just don't get why everybody wants to see this one.
He's getting interviewed like crazy on a lot of spots.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. This is the agenda. That's why I said it's almost like this shit weird. How is this man known for violating men every day? And he bragged about violating men on a regular. He is in the algorithm. See, this is what I'm saying. But we can't get in the algorithm. But he can talk about how that men look. I saw one thing when they had a clip. He said, "Man, men got it messed up. A booty is a booty." That's when I said, "Nah, See, this is something different." That's what he said. That's what he said. He said he married, but he said, but his wife don't want to do that, and he's still attracted to men. Think about that. But that tells you that's the normacy. It's like these rappers and these entertainers, same thing, bro. It's the same thing. Like we looking at it like that. It's so bad that the way of life of jail transitioned into the real world, and they made it normal.
Yo, let me say this real quick, man. I want to say this real quick. Shout out to 10 Toes Down and Unique Mecca Audio. Shout out to Wax It. Shout out to all these niggas that doing their shows, man. I'm not hating on nobody. I like everybody. Shout out to Banky Pound because I rock with Banky Pound. I watch his shit. Right. But that Fleece Johnson shit, that shit just threw me through a loop, bro.
That's too much, dog. Like, how in the hell you gonna sit there? Like, yeah, this the guy that was on the cartoon, and then you sit there with your old lady, your homeboy. How can you get around? How can you watch that interview? And how could you ask the questions that you already know the answers to? Man, that shit weird.
Yo, these niggas weird, bro. A lot of weird niggas out here like, listen, bro.
Anytime a man come to you and say we can do this the easy way or the hard way, nigga, that's a problem.
That's a problem. That's a problem. And then,
hold on. Matter of fact, I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna let people see what I'm talking about because a lot of people know.
Damn.
Hold on, real quick, man. This shit.
But think about it, and people, and he's running the numbers up because again, the machine is pushing them numbers. So people believe numbers when they don't realize it's a machine pushing a lot of these people. So you ask yourself, why is he getting all these astronomical numbers? Who is intrigued by listening to how you do somebody and violate them? You got hundreds of thousands of people. That tells you that the people are off, dog, that people are intrigued with listening to how this man tell you for the last 30 years.
What up? It's your boy Stevie J from SJ Got the Juice TV. In this video, we have the third part of the Johnson interview. I will put a warning up. This video is well, it doesn't really bother me, but some might find it disturbing. Fleece goes into detail about his love for a man's booty. Yes, you heard that right. He talks about his love for a man's booty. It is a little weird to listen to, but entertaining at the same time. Let's get to the video.
What you said, bro? I hear you, Cross.
I said, okay, with it, that tag is put there as the mark of the beast, dog. You know what I'm saying? He said the mark.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification.
Facts. Here we go. Yeah, I want y'all, the people that haven't heard it, I'm gonna let you hear some of the shit. I never even watched. I just heard people talk about it. So I want y'all to hear this shit. And I want y'all to tell me what YouTube is doing. They monetizing these niggas.
Bell for your boy. I'll be back at the end of the video. Let's go.
Hey, Fleece, I'm gonna ask you a question. It might be I ain't even gonna say it's personal. It's personal, but I've had people ask me this. I know you're married.
Hey, pause real fast. If you don't mind, real fast, so we can start.
You miss prison?
Okay. First of all, I don't even like how the question was set up. He said it's not personal, but to me, it's first he said, yeah, but to me it's personal, but other people want to know. Man, that all sound wrong, man. That just, oh man. He said personal. What this man did, it was public what he said. And why do you want to know that? And I already know where the question gonna go. Go ahead, man. Put you, man. Damn, dog. Damn, this is don't even. I can't even do this, man. You know I can't do this. Sick. Go ahead, man.
Booty. Yeah, I'm married now. Out of here. Pussy this, pussy that, all that shit. Nigga, the first piece of sex I had was booty. I went in, don't forget, I went into prison, man. I was in jail at 14, turned 15 in jail, hit prison at 16.
So that gives you the right.
I growed up in the penal system. Ain't never had the first American.
That's what I said.
But when I got introduced to some booty, hey,
this shit.
Too,
man.
Close my eyes,
boy.
Man, I can't.
No, I can't stand. I get sick as hell, dog.
Yo.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That shit crazy. And you're an interviewer, and because this what I'm saying, we in the year now, you want content so bad. You will sit across another man and ask him those questions. You want content that bad. Another man gonna sit across and listen for a whole hour about a nigga smashing other men. Man, this shit crazy, bro.
Other man wanting booty. Booty.
And then the interviewing dude is talking too damn soft for me. He just like, yeah, so whispering and shit. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Put some bass in your voice.
Yo, bro.
First of all, what's so fucking interesting that he needs an interview? What the fuck is it that it's required an interview everywhere?
See? And I thought that was wrong. Ain't that wrong? Ain't that what he was doing? Anybody else, wouldn't they go to jail? Like, I mean, damn, like, why is you saying that? Why? Oh, man, that nigga worse. Hey, look here, we said Glaze is bad. No, that nigga bad. That nigga telling that nigga, oh man, oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's disgusting. And he's looking at the interviewer like, you next.
Yeah. Get your ass over here, young bud. Yo, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. The reason I said Glaze is worse, check this out. Because Glaze don't have no type of discipline. I read his book. I didn't know he was a writer at the time. I read his book, right? He said the reason he told was because all the informants was getting conjugal visits from their women. And he wanted conjugal visits because he was addicted to sex. So what you telling me is, if you didn't tell, you would have been fucking booty too, nigga.
Because damn, I mean, that's because he was like, man, I need some real, and this nigga was like, I want to stay here. Oh no, man, this shit crazy. I can't believe this dude is blowing up off this, man.
Listen, in the Boondocks, he started off with, I like you and I want you. That's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. And that's what they said he was known for doing that.
So, he was in the movie The Boondocks?
Yeah, he's in the cartoon. That was the dude. The
cartoon, The Boondocks.
Remember in the Boondocks at the end, he ended up taking it from Chris Hansen. He told Chris Hansen, I like it and I want you. We could do this the easy way. That was his saying in jail. We could do this the easy way or the hard way. But either way, I'm going to get that booty.
Boondocks, that cartoon character looked just like the same motherfucker right
now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you ain't never seen, oh, okay. So you'll get a chance because he look old now. Pull up the old Fleece Johnson interview in prison. It was a HBO, I think it was an HBO or something special. That's where he became known at. I think it was in the Alabama system or somewhere. Alabama, somewhere he was at. Kentucky, he was somewhere. But if you pull up Fleece Johnson old interview in prison, yeah, no, that went viral, dog. Because, dude, that was the first time back then they ever heard somebody talk about.
Hold on. I think this is right.
Yeah, he got a slick face, young with gold teeth in his mouth. That's where it became viral back in those days.
He practices a very
of homosexuality. Yeah, that's good. Like how did you
sexual desires?
Good.
So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they gonna do? If you won't let them have a woman, they gonna have each. Somebody's gonna have to give us some booty. And it's just that simple.
The most memorable story that Fleece told us was about the place and importance that booty has in a maximum security penitentiary. And he went on about it and on about it.
In his prison, booty was more important than food. Booty, a man's butt. It was more, I'm sorry, it was more booty, having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
That's enough. That's enough of that bullshit. That's enough of that. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
You see that white dude? He want to smile. He was just like, yeah. He just kept talking about. That's what I'm saying.
The white dude like, you want some of this? The white dude like, you want some of this pink booty?
Yeah, probably was. Remember, he kept saying he didn't want to think about it. It was them that pushed it with the portrayal of, again, the black man. They used the white dude said the most. Hey, guess what? Fleece Johnson can't say that's a memorable clip because he didn't even know. It was the white dude that took it, that was directing it, said that was the most memorable thing he remembered being there. Now, didn't think about that. And that's how I got ushered in by that guy saying that was the most memorable thing. That shit crazy.
Ain't that much being a journalist in the world. You got me fucked up. Ain't nothing. I'm not gonna sit there and listen to you tell me how you wanna or how you like men's ass, and I'm a man sitting right there.
And he's telling you right in front of your face, like, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. I'm willing to kill. I'm willing to kill to believe in what I believe in.
Yeah, he might as well just say, like, you know what? I like booties like yours. Like, he might as well just say that.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, hold up. Yo, check this out, chat. I gotta get off here, but I gotta run to the supermarket while the prices are down. Yo, we're gonna do another video tonight, and I'm gonna do something tonight too, bro, because we gotta get all this shit out of open, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I appreciate all you brothers coming up. Cross AK the Plug, Brick City Tut, fucking George Macon. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. Yo, all people that came in the audience, Chris John, you know what I'm saying? Mimi Fleming, Stone Page, Jersey Rich, Stan's Page, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all check out that Chris John. Check out that Chris John Rick Ross too.
Yeah, y'all definitely check out that Chris John Rick Ross, man. It's fire, dog. It's fire. And I'm not saying that because it's my little brother. I'm saying it because it's fire. But yo, we out of here. It's King of them jerseys, BTBT. We bully the bullies. Y'all niggas already know what it is. We ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBT. We just started this whole thing. Like, what?
What? Salute.
What?